Hi everybody, this is Tarwingi and today doing another pick a card, and my camera is no longer working, so I'm recording this a little differently, but it's still the same. It's just 3 piles. I will give you a reading. Hopefully you will also learn more about the tarot cards as well. And I felt really guided this time to talk about your guides, help from above, your interdimensional spirit guide team, angels, and your soul, life path, past life, even a message from your primary soulmate. I have created 3 piles. You pick 1, 2, or 3. And you can pause the video if you need more time. Okay, pile number 1. Okay. First, I'm going to have a look a little bit at the past life influence. And what I'm getting here is that you have wisdom from the stars. Some of you will have past life memories of being on a ship, an extraterrestrial ship. For some of you, it is a literal ship, being a sea traveler. But for some of you, it will be a starship. There is enormous wisdom here in your soul. You have a very pure soul. You can trust in your own wisdom. I feel like your wisdom comes from many, many lifetimes. That you have been able to learn about how to trust in your own soul. And I feel like some of the lessons in this lifetime will actually be about money for some of you. It's about working hard. It's about being really someone dependable, someone that can be trusted. You're very, very humble. But this also is a lesson for you to, it's actually a lesson about money. Some of you are star beings who come from somewhere where they don't actually have a financial system. So in this lifetime, you're learning about money. But for some of you, I also feel like you were traveling and also you were involved in trade in past lives. So you're still learning those lessons. And I feel like there's more study here for you as well. And they're also saying that you are protected. Your money situation is protected. You are protected. If you want changes in your career, you are protected. There is a lot of life force here coming for you. And the way you best can navigate is to be very, very true to your own self. Be very kind and nurturing. Be very loving and humble. This way you will have a lot of spiritual protection, and you are very connected to Archangel Gabriel, who helps you with communication, and also feel like you have this beautiful guardian angel watching over you. You actually have a lot of spiritual protection here in pile number 1, more so than I see a lot of the times. I don't know if you're going through a transition right now, as if it's something going on with the money situation, but you have a lot of spiritual protection. I'm going to draw some more cards for you here in pile 1. Okay, I'm getting the nurturer again. There's something about you that puts people and animals and the whole environment at ease. You have a gift to nurture those around you. And I also feel like you have special friendships with animals. I feel like with nature, but also there is someone in your life that you're really connecting to. There is a soul family connection for some of you, a soulmate as well. It's very, and sometimes you so like, you almost look like you're from another dimension. That's what they're showing me. And you have this aura about you that makes people, it can be triggering actually to some. Some of you could have be in a work situation where someone is actually triggered by your light, because I'm seeing someone kind of bossing you around a little bit. They showing me writing, creative writing will channel messages from your guides, and there's two guides in particular that's working with you, and they have a message, but try and be in the flow of creative writing or drawing or just something that brings out the message. Even if you're just in the daydream, it will bring it all out, because they do have messages for you. There's a door opening for you, something you're gonna experience that maybe you always wanted to. Maybe you're gonna go to the Akashic records. Maybe you are gonna discover a key to a puzzle that you always wanted to know. And I do feel like some of this, part of this message of communication that is specifically for you, how to deal with a certain situation, it actually is coming from Archangel Gabriel for some of you, okay? Okay, let me see, what else? Okay, show me for pile 1. I'm going to have a look in the tarot cards now. Yeah, for some of you, you're changing job. There could have been a lot of toxic. The motivation why you want to change job could be that it's been toxicity. It could also be that you feel it's hard to be balanced in your current environment. And maybe you just have to stand up for yourself a little bit better. Maybe you're a little bit too passive sometimes, and it's created a situation where some people might be feeling like they can push you around. Again, they're triggered by your light. I feel like they have their issues, and they see you as someone they can kind of get an emotional reaction from. What they're saying is that the people that have hurt you or are in that kind of ego mindset, they don't understand that. They don't really understand what it is that they're doing, but you can see them very clearly, and it's almost like that triggers them even more so. So for some of you, I actually do feel like you will try and look for another path for yourself, and something is coming in the surprise position here, and it could be that you are actually going to find something that's much more aligned with who you are as a person, when it comes to your job and career. It's something that you're very good at. Some of you will go back to something you've done in the past, but it is a major key to the puzzle. So when it comes to job and careers, I might have one more look at that for some of you, but this path forward now is very protected, so that you don't have to be afraid. But it seems like someone here they see you as almost like a bit of an easy target here. So, okay, where should pile 1 go? What is advised here? There's something very creative that would help you. There's several options for you. There are several ones that are open for you. Some are more creative than other ones, but they want you to talk to your angels. And for some of you, you're going actually back to school. You're actually going to learn something. There's some more training here for a lot of you. That's what they're saying here in pile 1. So more training, and it looks like it's something that's going to be quite creative, but it could also be that you are creative and manifesting through creative outlets as well. There's a lot of study and learning here, and for some of you, you are going to also be in a role where you are helping others and you are supporting others. Someone who's less experienced than you. So it could be that you will eventually be the trainer, but it's a lot of you getting a lot of knowledge. They're giving you a lot of knowledge so you can help someone. That's what they're showing me here as well. And for some of you, let's see if I can get a romantic message for those of you who want a romantic message from your primary soulmate, whether you're together or not. That is whether you're together or not. What they're showing me here is that This will resonate with some of you, that you might have a soulmate who has a very sort of intense look in their eyes, and maybe they can be a little bit intimidating, but I feel like also not judge a book by its cover, because I feel like your soulmate is also someone who's also watching over you, almost like a guardian angel, okay? So can I get one more card? For those of you who are on the soulmate journey, it is someone who is actually quite amazing, who is able to do incredible things, who people talk about a lot, who gets kind of people talking. So main character energy. I'm going to have a look in the tarot cards as well. Okay, let's show us here a message. This is someone you'll connect with while you're dreaming. So if you get lucid in your dreams, you'll be able to connect. This is someone who you have a spiritual marriage to. And for a lot of you, you will meet, and for some of you, you already have met, but it's someone that you have a lot of memories about, and they will be activated. For those of you who are not in union, you will be activated in dream time. Okay, that's what they're showing me. For some of you, you'll work together and you'll actually meet while you're in this work transition. That's actually part of it. Okay, so, all right. This is someone who will make a big impression to, because I'm getting there. I can't stop thinking about you card, and I'm watching over you, so that says it all. But for some of you, you are not in union, so this is the energy that you will come into. And for some of you, it will be a very beautiful friendship, actually. And in my opinion, friendships are underrated, because friendships are more pure in many ways. And I feel like you're going to be able to develop this beautiful friendship. Let's ask in what area you'll connect. So it's through meditation. And actually, there is a lot of meditation coming in. Going into meditation, healing yourself. And connecting to the healing energy of life force, yoga for some of you, but it can be also the yogic path. That will open up all the channels, and I feel like it will activate your memories, and it will activate the psychic connection. So this could be a very strong bond that's very, very psychic. But for some of you, you're going to let go of a lot of sort of the trauma in this lifetime. And using the wisdom in your soul is how you're going to do it. And for a lot of you, there's a complete change in your life path. And it's to get away from toxic people. But I also feel like some of you, you'll be able to free yourself by changing your own energy away from people who are very domineering in a very negative way. Okay, pile 1. I hope this resonated for you. And I love you so much, and thank you so much for watching. All right, pile 2. Pile 2. Okay, I'm going to start with the past life. And you had a very strong connection to your father in a past life. And it could be that you have, there's something with your father maybe in this lifetime that is resonating with a past life. But they're also showing me in a past life, you could have been Native American, a medicine man, or woman. Okay? That's what they're showing me. And they're also showing me that there's certain sudden changes happening that could be an awakening. And some of it could be shocking. That's what they're saying. It could be something that you are learning about. And even it could be past life that is activating you now. But it's also something that could be a reality that you didn't know existed. that is completely shocking to you, or maybe it opens you up and it's just like it's going to change your course of action in your life in some way. Some of you will express yourself through artwork. It could be tattoos, it could be body work, it could be massage therapy, it could be exercise training, energy healing, and some of you will write as well. That's what they're saying. They say you will have a lot of success, but it could be something you're going to write about that it will capture people's attention, I feel. And it could be like something that's going to be almost like shocking to people. I'm getting, for some of you, you'll be able to connect to like a past life where you were, again, either a medicine man or woman or a high priest or high priestess. There was something to do with the chakras and crystals and activations of different energy centers in the body. That's what they're showing me. And I'm not surprised we're actually getting Raphael here. So you connected to the Archangel Raphael, who's the angel of healing. So for some of you, you are healers, okay? And you have this knowledge, and there's something about you with healing and being able to change your body or heal your body through your mind. Something to do with that that's going to get activated more and more and more. And I'm going to have a look in the tarot cards now. So you have a very special connection to Archangel Raphael. And you have a very strong connection to a divine feminine archetype guide as well, who's helping you as well to be successful, to be very, very secure within yourself, to have a lot of self-love and self-understanding. Okay. Have a look in the tarot cards. Alright. So what I'm seeing in the tarot cards is that some of you have had body shaming, that someone has shamed you in some way with body. They did it to just be awful, to hurt you, to cut you down, to be evil. But it caused a wound in you that maybe you have tried to modify yourself or change yourself or something like that. That after that happened, you couldn't fully accept yourself. That's what they're saying. And there's a lot of hurt that you're being guided to heal that pain, to see yourself more as a spiritual being, having a human experience, and not identify so much with the changes in the body, because that's just the human experience, but we're so much more than that. And they just want you to start healing from those hurtful remarks. And because you used to be so joyful, and none of that stuff ever used to bother you, but it was almost like if someone was able to cut you down on a level that was very below. It was like a low, below kind of, it's not a normal thing to say to somebody. Like it was a very disturbing person, I feel. And it was a very evil thing that happened. And they wanted to go back to the time before that, when you were just carefree and happy. And you didn't know that even it was possible to be so horrible and evil. And you lived kind of in a sort of sweet, innocent state. And they do say that you will go back to more to your childhood dreams and ways of thinking and living, because of what happened and what was said, you lost a lot of faith in the goodness in people. But there's things that can be turned around, because you have this connection to the goddess, to the mother, the divine mother, basically. And she will carry you back to safety and bring you back your self-worth, your dignity, and all of it. And she is a very, your guide is very feminine. You have a very strong feminine guide. And for some of you, it's actually a lion being. Listen, I wanted to call this video the Interdimensional Guide. It's coming to your aid, and I really see it in this pile. Your guide is very extraterrestrial looking, very, very intelligent, very, very beautiful, and it's giving you like a higher perspective. But it's almost like you lost excitement for other people and the human experience because of hurtful things that happened to you. And because of that, it's hard for, the right people to get you excited about different things. Like, they can feel that you're not really that excited about them, and you're not in love with humanity the way you were. And no matter what they do to get your attention, it's almost like you're not really that interested. Energetically, I feel like you've withdrawn yourself a lot. And that withdrawal has led to, or it will lead to, almost like a hermit kind of lifestyle. Someone here has very strong regrets about how they treated you. And they're trying to get you to see them more as a eternal kind of being, a spiritual being, so that there can be forgiveness. But I feel like you are on your own journey from now on. And you will walk your own path. That's what they're showing me. So I'm going to get some more cards as well here from... It's almost like you're this ancient being, but it's childlike at the same time. It was so that the whole purpose was for you to connect to your innermost sacred self. That was how it can be used for good. But part of it was very traumatizing as well. So let's find out more. Yes, you are the hermit now. You are walking your own path back to Divine Mother. That's what's happened here. So you will never fully give of yourself to humanity or to another human being. It's like you're going now fully on the spiritual journey. You're being guided by your Divine Mother, your guides. There's certain things that you just cannot maybe fully accept the way you thought you could before this happened. And I feel like it was a cutting remark that you just, once that happened, you just realized that there's no joy with with humans. You'll never have the joy that you'll have with your spiritual team. The spiritual team is where you have your joy, and in many other ways you can't really. Humans maybe just have let you down too many times. So what I want to do as well, I want to also have another look at, see where I have my other deck, the Life Purpose deck. Have a look. Where is it advised for part 2 now to walk towards energetically? You're very sensitive. You're becoming more and more sensitive. Books. So there's something to do with books. It could be the Akashic Records. It could be that you will just read and delve into books. And there's some involvement with books and learning, but you're so incredibly sensitive. But it's like your sensitivity is your gift. They say it's very, very positive. I feel like they're preparing you for higher knowledge. I want to have a look if there's a primary soulmate. For those of you who are on the soulmate journey and you want a message from the primary soulmate, when I do messages from the primary soulmate, I ask to get a message from your divine soulmate. If you're in union or not on this 3D reality, that doesn't really matter. It's the higher self connection that matters. So let's see. Right. Okay, so it could be a work connection, but what they're saying is that the primary soulmate has had a fair share of hard lessons in this lifetime, and could be someone who is very guarded emotionally. That's what they're saying. And could be a challenging person at times in this, but the higher self is completely different, I feel. But this is someone who could have argued with you. That's what they're saying. So if you met this person could have been quite a little bit of a challenge, an argumentative, maybe wanting to be a bit of a challenge in your life. That's what they're saying. So I want to just have a draw a card for the higher self of, yeah, so this is someone who's had a very hard life, and he has lost his or her self-worth completely due to very difficult childhood experiences, and is a beautiful soul, but has a very tough exterior, and not someone who will openly be able to share a lot of love with you because of, but this supports your path towards your more spiritual divine self. But I do feel like the soulmate currently is more focusing on the materialistic things, because that's where the soulmate feels safe, and I feel like it gives you time to be more on the spiritual path because you have the room and to do that. That's what they're saying. Okay, part 2, I love you so much. I hope this resonated, and thank you so much for listening. Okay, pile 3. Okay, this is a beautiful, straight away I'm getting, this has something to do with a loving partnership relationship. And I'm also getting something with Asia is coming up. Could be that you are very influenced by philosophy from Asia. Asia is prominent here. It could be that you're finding yourself in a very spiritual relationship that has transformed you. There's a big change in you and a rebirth in you. And also there's something new you're going to be learning as well. Some of you will write about this. There's a massive lesson here about trust. That's what they're showing me. What you're learning now is about eternal love, true love. And to have complete faith and trust and belief in yourself. You are being guided by the Archangel Uriel. Divine light shines from within. I am eternally radiant, loving and wise. So because this is a very this is very much about the soulmate journey here. So what the soulmate is saying through the soulmate cards is we are together in the astral. So that's for those of you who maybe you know who your soulmate is, but you haven't met yet. But maybe you have dreamt about this person. Maybe you've had out-of-body experiences. Maybe you are with your soulmate, but there also is the astral aspect of it as well. You ignite my soul. That's the message. Okay, I am going to have a look in the tarot cards now. When you're reading the tarot cards, I recommend that you try and give the Celtic Cross a go. I teach it on my website, I think, and on Patreon, and because that's when you lay out the Celtic Cross, you're learning so much. And the first 2 and 3 cards give you so much information. Almost the most energies in the first 3 cards. Okay, so show me here for pile 3. Yeah, this is about love and relationship. For those of you who have been betrayed in a relationship, you could be learning to trust again. You could be a rebuilding for some of you. For some of you, this could be the whole lesson in this lifetime is to learn to trust. To learn to be in love and trusting in love when it comes to relationship. And to live more trusting in the plan. There's a divine plan and moving forward. And yes, this is all about moving forward. Yes, there is the ups and downs, but it's mostly ups, they're saying. And there is someone there that is completely going to take you by surprise. It could be completely love at first sight here. It could be love that it just feels like it's the most awesome love ever. And for those of you who are already in a relationship that is a very stable and good relationship, it could be a completely renewal in the relationship as well. But for a lot of you, there's someone you're going to meet that will take you by storm. Because I'm getting King of Swords in the surprise position with the Sun as a final card. So this could be just like, but it's almost like you're not focusing on love. It's something that will just take you by surprise, but it will be something I feel like you're going to learn. This is a relationship that will teach you to trust. That's what it looks like. But it's almost like you don't focus. It's not like love was what you were even thinking about, and then that is what is happening. So I want to get a message from the primary soulmate. For some of you, it will be the primary soulmate. So let's find out. Okay, show me. This lesson is about self-acceptance. It's about being strong within yourself, but not to the point where you're pushing away and living too closely behind your own defenses. It's about being able to build something that is something beautiful. I feel like people in this pile maybe they're working on projects. Maybe there's a lot of work that is difficult work. I feel like you could be involved in things that is a bit more challenging than maybe for most people, and there's a lot of complications and things involved. Maybe you have to deal with a lot of people and projects, but in all of this there is a surprising beautiful connection. That's what they're showing me, and I get 10 of Cups in surprise this time. And it's almost like this is going to be an awakening of the soul for both of you. Okay. Some of you are an artist, and for some of you, again, I'm getting there is something you're going to learn. This new learning here. Books, again, is coming up, and it's going to be very important. There's some knowledge here. Some of you are artists, or whatever you do, you turn it into an artistry. That's what they're saying. It's just something about you that can do that. So for pile 3, I feel like this is definitely the romance. The romance pile was pile 3. So I feel like because it was such a romantic vibe here, I want to pull another card from the messages from the soulmates. Okay, can I get another one as well? You and I are forever, but this person could be masked, so you might not see this is your divine soulmate, but you might not recognize him or her yet, because the way that they present themselves is a little bit different from who they actually are. But this is like you and I are forever, sacred marriage vibe. That's what they're saying. So how will you know? How will you recognize them? This person looks a bit sad. This person will look a bit sad and tired and miserable. And it almost looks like they're faking being happy. But the reason they're feeling like this is because they have lived a long life without you, and they really, really miss you. So once this transformation is starting to take place, they will have a grand awakening, and they will no longer feel sad and tired. They say you are so unique, and you're giving them life, basically. So that's what they're saying. You are the only one for me. I think this is beautiful. For some of you, this is a soulmate you'll meet maybe a little later in life. And you take what resonates. Okay, pile 3, I love you so much, and thank you so much for listening. Bye.